We were always judged without being questioned, executed mercilessly by those we called friends. We drowned in the injustice of the hypocrites, but never suffocated anywhere, as much as in the hearts of those we loved. How could you ever know what hides in people's minds? There are great actors playing the role of good souls, in the treachery of those we once trusted. We came to find ourselves lost. We always bid farewell to someone in our lives, lived and aged with endless goodbyes, and now they speak of our loneliness. But this loneliness, my dear, was born from the crowds that once surrounded us. How many have we seen? How many have we buried within our hearts? How many of those we once called irreplaceable have we let go? We grew used to every kind of parting. After each departure, we abandoned countless hopes and dreams. How could you know which spring will be yours? Who that you know today will they become tomorrow? Which branch you grasp will break in your hand? Which desire will remain stuck in your throat this time? Who will leave you halfway again? How could you ever know? We lived always beyond the bounds of time, unable to adapt to the present, always calculating what others might say, but never asking how to live with all this pain, never wondering how we would endure. We laid our lives beneath others' feet, always giving pieces of ourselves, so that someone else might smile. We abandoned our dreams, our hopes. How many ships have we burned along this way? From how many harbors did we quietly set sail? Our eyes have seen every kind of storm, yet our hearts have never learned to calm. We told ourselves the hard days would pass, and so we got used to the worst of them. We even taught ourselves how to live without expectations. What hurts us is not being alone, but living with the thought of the betrayal of those we once welcomed into our hearts and lives. How could you know from where the wind will blow? Where and with what trial you'll be tested tomorrow? With whom your paths will part again? Who will be the one to break you this time? They say we've grown indifferent, but oh, my dear, we've heard enough. We no longer have the strength for one more betrayal. What we've buried inside us is already enough. Nothing in this world holds meaning anymore. People's eyes are fixed on wealth and property. Friendship has no value left in their sight. You may give your all to some, but you'll never be repaid for your effort. How could you know the true face behind the smile approaching you? Haven't we drowned, always in the waters we never expected? Haven't we been crushed by the dreams we once built? Don't the things we swore would never happen always come to pass? They talk now about our silence, my dear, but we are merely the victims of all that we once tried to say, yet could never make heard.